What's up guys, it's Rovatronic, and today I'm going to be doing a developer commentary slash walkthrough of my Super Mario 64 troll hack, TROLLLAB. So let's get started. I'm going to put on my headphones, and I got a glass of water, and we're ready to go. So we're going to start a new file here. So, introductory stuff. This is TROLLLAB. It's a Super Mario 64 troll hack created for the Simple Flips Troll Hack 2023 competition. So this is a competition ROM hack. And it's based off of my favorite VR game, TROLLLAB, which is also based off of Boneworks and all the Stress Level 0 games that came before it, pretty much. So, this is the introductory lore cutscene. Halt the line. You are a Mario clone being shipped off to the release of Super Mario 64, but unfortunately, this one is an anomaly, which is what you're playing as. So, this is the Toad talking. Huh! What the hell happened here? No, that's more of a Mario voice. I can't do a Toad voice. I'll just talk normally. What the hell happened here? This one has a huge memory leak. It won't even fit on a cartridge. This box is definitely an anomaly. Want me to archive this one for research? And this is the Peach, but this isn't actually Peach. This is more the, what do I call it? The moderator. And she's watching the line of all the Mario clones, and she detected the anomaly, so she's gonna dispose of you. And then the Toad's like, whatever. And then I like this part. The Toad is basically like, bye-bye, little buddy. Like, the Toad kind of liked you, even though the Peach hated you. And I get tossed into the void. And I wake up here. Huh?
Hello there.
Look who it is, it's me.
NPC. Hello. I am Robert, a member of Lava Gang, and I'm here to recruit you. It appears that you've been discarded and abandoned. Lava Gang needs people just like you. However, it seems you're trapped in a sealed-off old build of MythOS. It was infected by a troll virus from the void, so Monogon was forced to abandon it. Unfortunately, you're trapped here unless you can find the power source that holds this place together. If this is all confusing to you, I don't blame you. All you need to know is that your objective is to find that power source and destroy it. And if you die, don't worry. The Boneworks Resurrection Field is still weakly present here to bring you back. Rover signing off.
So, yeah, that was me, but in the universe. So basically, I, Rovert, and am a member of Lava Gang, and I'm trying to recruit people to join our, well, gang. I'm not going to explain what Lava Gang is just because that's kind of a Boneworks slash TROLLLAB lore thing, and for all intensive purposes, I'm doing a developer commentary, so I'm not going to linger on that for too long. So actually, I'm going to do a lot of save states because I want to show off all the trolls too. So obviously I got the physics cones from Beyond the Cursed Mirror. That's nothing new. Arthur Tilley made the physics engine. Yeah. So the first troll, Spikes. And as you see there, I also have the classic Mario death. Instead of Mario moaning, he's like, ugh. And then Bowser's like, whoa, No, Mario just does the little blip sound and dies. But, yeah. Oh yeah, and then those are Null Goombas. They're basically based off of the Null bodies from Boneworks. And I actually like the old null body design, and it's also easier to replicate. So the TROLLLAB design is like it's like a little weird. It's less of a triangle mesh and more of a what do you call it? It's just they're triangle mesh, but not like the old and all bodies. Now, Simple Flips didn't discover this in his playthrough, but if I kick the cone, it activates the trap. So if you want to avoid the traps, you can just kick the cones onto the springs, but not many people really figured that out, so I don't blame them. I could have done a better job at explaining that mechanic. But yeah, there's another troll. If I save state here, there's spikes in the dumpsters. And also, I didn't want people to cheese the troll hack by going along the side, so there's also a big row of spikes on that side. Yep, and if you actually step on the spring, then you get flung all the way back. Alright, and then here is the crablet from BoneLab/Boneworks. If it jumps onto me, never mind. I got spiked. I got double spiked, and when I say spiked, I mean sprung. That sounds a little sus, but whatever. Yeah, I'm getting trolled hardcore right now. But yeah, honestly, the springs are probably the worst troll, just because they just end up being annoying. If the crablet hits you, latches on your face, just like in the original Boneworks. The crablet is actually from Beyond the Cursed Mirror, though. Yeah. Another cool thing I want to show you is my 3D brick effect. So if I actually rotate the camera, you can see the bricks actually have a little bit of depth. So just a small little detail. I saw someone else do this trick before. I thought it was really cool, so I copied it. But I've only seen it done once, and the first time it was with like Lego studs, if you know what I mean. Now here's another troll. If you try to wall kick, you get crushed. Originally in development, I wanted to force the player into the trolls, but I figured that'd be pretty unfun. So if you manage to juke out the troll, the game lets you live. Yeah, a lot of these textures are either from SM64DS, Google Images, or ripped from BoneLab with Asset Studio, I think. I ripped assets from my own copy of BoneLab, and compressed them down into Mario 64 texture format. We got another funny troll here. It's a hamburger. I think I ripped this model from Mario Party 4. What? No, I didn't rip the model. I got it off of the model's resources. Sorry, I almost took credit where it is absolutely not due. Sometimes I mess up my words. Now, at this point in the journey, you're like, oh, a hallway. But nope, you get crushed by the quarantine barrier from BoneLab/Boneworks. So you have to go this way. But as you see, these posters here, I've totally ripped them from BoneLab. Funny thing about this escalator, the rails actually work. I had some conveyor belt behavior from Beyond the Cursed Mirror, so I used that. And, of course, for the actual escalator, what was I gonna say about it? Each of these are individual objects, so, and using Arthur Tilley's platform displacement, it works pretty well. Same going up this way. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, a funny fact about the escalator in BoneLab is actually the escalator in BoneLab is not seamless. It has a little bit of stutter when it loops around. So, not to be mean to stress level 0, but like, it bothered me, so I have seamless escalators in my ROM hack. Next time you play BoneLab, if you have a copy, go up the escalator, look at it, you'll notice it's not seamless. So the solution, there's a couple different solutions, but the solution is you're supposed to do some advanced jumps up the slope. And I mean, it kind of sucks that it's not Kaizo Tech. I mean, a little bit, but this is also Simple Flips competition hack, so the target audience is Simple Flips, but I did want to make it casual accessible. I tried as much as possible. I'm not always best with those kind of things, though. Definitely, and there's a few other ways to get up that escalator, but yeah. This train is also a troll. If you walk in here, you go up and you get incinerated. This was actually the first troll I made. And in fact, I made a lot of this level before I had any trolls, just because I had them planned out, but I didn't have any like systems for the trolls. Now, here's some axes. My idea here is I wanted like little bits and pieces of the world to be part of Fantasyland and then Myth OS, but this is kind of the only Fantasyland part of the entire hack, so I wanted to do more, but I couldn't really fit it in.
Checkpoint 1, glad it's done. However, you aren't going to be able to progress without a little bit of Lava Gang's help. Here, I'll give you a body log. Use this to change avatars. Currently, the only avatar you have there is Arthur Ford, which will allow you to slow down time. Hold L to activate your body log, and then select Arthur Ford. I'll get you more when I can. Robert, signing off.
Alright, now we have unlocked Arthur Ford, which will allow us to slow down time and get through these axes that speed up. And yeah. One funny thing I did is if I save state here, it's quicksand. Well, it's not that funny, but like, you know, I thought it was cool that I made a change to the level that wasn't there before. If you want to know what it looks like if Arthur Ford eats a burger, it looks like this. So now, we can go through this concrete barrier without dying. What else? Little funny troll coming up here. Wile E. Coyote. Oh, there's a little lag. That's from the emulator. I'm using, I think I'm using Glidin because it has the widescreen hack. But the target emulator is actually Parallel Launcher, and I just fell for a troll without even thinking about it. Yeah, I forgot that troll was there. Got another troll here. This Goomba used to instantly kill you, but like, it doesn't do that anymore. One troll I'm proud of is this Womp troll. So it's like, you try to ground pound the Thwomp, but it's like, no you can't. And you're like, oh, that's funny, it's an anti-troll. So you just wander around for a little bit, go through the level, mind your own business, and boom! Body slam from the sky. Oops. It was actually kind of hard to come up with good trolls in a short period of time. Here's another troll. The void leakage attacks you. Another funny troll. Floor disappears from under you. Big lava pit. And then here's a platforming troll. The platforms are arranged in a janky way where if you don't do the exact right jump kick, then you get knocked into the lava. It's not that funny of a troll though, in retrospect. There's also the plant troll. And yeah. I was feeling a little demotivated when I made this part, so it's not the most trolly. I was just trying to make the level like a little bit longer. Oh yeah, kind of a lame troll here. I just switched up the ceiling and the floor. It barely even counts as a troll. This is probably the laziest part of the hack. That was supposed to be like what do you call it? Long jump Goomba bounce section. That's fake. I'm proud of this troll a little bit. It's based off of the fillet hack from 2019, which won the troll competition. And then I turned it into an anti-troll. Yeah. So we're at the end of the level. Let's talk to Rovert again.
Checkpoint 2. Congratulations to you. It seems that you found the power source, the troll pillar. Once you destroy it, the memory is going to start leaking, and you're going to have to run for your dear life. This new avatar, the Fast, should help you get out as quick as possible. Well, good luck, recruit. Rovert signing off.
So yeah, actually, a fun fact about this, about the videos you see in here, they weren't the most fun to import. So basically, what I did is I edited these videos in DaVinci Resolve. I did it all in batch because this was a competition and I had 1 month deadline, so I did all the videos at once. And basically, I had to compress them into a... Now DaVinci, where do I start? So they're 32 by 32 uncompressed color data in the ROM, so it's an uncompressed video, but luckily it doesn't take up that much ROM space because it's 32 by 32, and at 15 FPS. Now, what was I gonna say? The process to actually get the video in the ROM was kind of annoying. DaVinci Resolve doesn't export to like, I think it's like 128 by 128 or something. So after I rendered out the videos, I had to go on some weird online video GIF converter, convert it to a GIF, and then I had to go into my image editor and squish it down to 32 by 32, and then to actually get the images turned into, what was it? Into an image strip, because actually the videos are actually just giant long strips of frames. So it's one huge image that's really long. And to do that, there's surprisingly no programs to do it. So I used GameMaker 8. That was my only option. I had it somewhere on my desktop in my old folders, and I converted them to and that's actually why I have the green artifacts. See, during the competition, I told everyone that the green glitch was void energy corrupting the video, but I totally lied. That's corruption from weirdness from GameMaker 8. Why it does that, don't ask me, but the green is the default color of transparency in GameMaker 8, which is a little weird in my opinion. Alright, this is the Troll Pillar, inspired by Pizza Tower. So this is the Fast avatar from TROLLLAB. She can stick to walls and run really fast. This is the first avatar I made. One of my design goals of this hack was to implement the body log from TROLLLAB into Super Mario 64. And I think I was pretty successful. I have this awesome little radial menu too. I'm really proud of this. And yeah, let's initiate the escape sequence. Alright, we got the giant Goomba, and then I like reusing the trolls in a way that's like kind of cool. It's like, now you're trying to escape, so you know the trolls, you just have to maneuver around them. There's 10 more axes, which funnily enough I removed some of the axes in the first area because there were too many, but I left all the axes in the second area, but it's okay because they don't speed up. Anyways, yeah, got a few trolls in this area, got a Goomba, also springs that shoves you into the void puddles. And of course, get shoved into the train. Yeah, the camera is a little janky there. Not much I can do about that, especially with a month deadline. You got a slamming box there. I reused them from whatever you call it. From the first area. I reused them from the first area. Got a few cool trills here. Got sprung. You got some spikes under here so that you don't go under here. You got some regular item boxes. You also got some plant trolls. And you even have a switcheroo here. Now, time for a reverse troll. If you go up here, the fence ghosts in, and I beat the level. And it even keeps track of my deaths, and I obviously died a lot more. I just save stated. And yeah, that was level 1.
Hey, welcome to the TROLLLAB. This was once a headquarters for the troll void beings, but it's been long abandoned. It appears that the pillars and the traps they left behind are the only remnants of those trolls, I think. There are shortcuts to other locations with the remaining troll pillars, so you'd better get to those. Once you remove all the troll pillars, we'll be able to get you out here and into the hands of Lava Gang. Good luck. Robert signing off.
Alright, so this is the TROLLLAB. Now, sorry for the lag, that's the emulator. Once again, I'll try avoid the lag as much as possible, but yeah, so this is the TROLLLAB. This is one of my favorite areas. I even got this cool anti-chamber effect, which is kind of lagging the emulator a little bit. And I got this mirror too. And yeah, I'm really proud of it. And even if I walk over here, you can't see myself, but when I walk over here, I can see myself. Alright, I'm gonna save state and show you something cool. If you read this label, it says, "Do not break glass." But if you do it anyways, you get jump scared. Same with Ford. And, fast. Yeah. And then over here, we have a little Apollo. There's nothing special about this, it's just from BoneLab. I wanted to add it to the BoneLab or the TROLLLAB to give it more decoration. So this is, I actually ripped this model from the game using Asset Studio, and I decimated it so that it would fit into Mario 64. I also added this in 1.1, just as a little extra detail that I wanted to add that I didn't add in the release. Anyways, yeah, how did I do this anti-chamber effect? It's actually surprisingly simple. I cleared the Z buffer 2 times, and that's why it's lagging, because there's frame buffer emulation on widescreen. But yeah, do some cool frame buffer tricks, and yeah. This is actually non-Z buffered, but these 2 scenes over here, there, and here are Z buffered. And yeah, that's about all I have to say for that, I guess. This pipe leads back to level 1. So I'm gonna go to level 2, and it's so awfully laggy. But yeah, this is the Hover Junker level. And what am I gonna say about this? So that my mind is blank right now. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm blanking out right now. And I fell for a troll. Oh yeah, I never actually played Hover Junkers before. So this is all based on just promotional media and just all the Hover Junker content in Boneworks. Yeah, I really like these walls. They're inspired by the wall jump walls in Super Mario 64 Land that Kay has put in the final level. Yeah, we got a cool little troll right here. Ground falls out below you. I will say though, this troll is kind of janky because if I like jump down here, it just teleports down. So I'm just praying that players don't do that, and if they do, too bad. Now this red coin is funny. It's just a regular coin disguised as a red coin, and it's just there to scare the player. But it also comes into play a little bit later. So I got some Omni Projector enemies. I also added these in 1.1. I wanted to add these really bad, but I never ended up doing it. But yeah, they're I call them baby Omni Projectors because Omni Projectors usually have like a body, but this is just a snuff it with a rolling ball. But so I call it its own thing, and I'm actually kind of proud of the design, even though it's really simple. So yeah, there's not a lot of trolls in this area, and I remember what I was so much struggling to say, and that is that the first level took a whole month to make. This level took me 3 days. Yeah, and here's the Hover Junker. The model is a little scuffed, like this is not what it's usually looking like, but I had fun animating it though. And yeah, that's a troll. The real answer, go on the real Hover Junker. But you see I have that fan. I got the wings animated a little bit. Oh! Why would he do that, Mario? You're an idiot. You're a moron. Alright. Now that Mario is where he's supposed to be, if you jump off, go into the shack, you get eaten, get trolled. The solution is to just keep waiting on the ship. And you go through the hidden wall, you're in the real level now. Yeah, these cactuses were fun to make. I was like, what if... Actually, you know what? I picked out this music, and I was like, looking at the cactus model, and I was like, yo, this sounds like Macho Man music. What if the cactuses were like macho? So, strength is one of the themes at this level. Well, kind of. We got another troll here. If you do wall kicks, the wall comes out away from you. The solution is not so clear. I could have made this a little more clear, but basically, you're supposed to juke it out, wait for it, and then it's safe. Now, what Simple Flips did, which is another valid solution, I actually like what he did. He just did it big. He slowed down time, made use of that mechanic, and used that platform to...
None of the avatars you currently have are strong enough to get through. Luckily, there's one last avatar I can grant. This one's my favorite. The Bingus! Which has increased durability and strength, but has stunted jumps. use him for all your brute force needs. Rover, signing off.
Anyways, yeah, if you heard me right, then you'll see Robotnik from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. So, yeah, there's kind of a funny story. Yeah, there's kind of a funny story about this avatar. You'd expect it to be like the Heavy from TROLLLAB, which honestly, it basically is the Heavy from TROLLLAB, but it's Robotnik. And another troll, you have low health, you're like, I need health. Classic troll, you die. The solution, these wooden planks aren't actually heated, so you can just jump on them. Oh, I did not know that cactus would come alive. I actually forgot it wasn't a regular cactus. But yeah, as Robotnik, you can kick those cactuses easier. Oh, I almost fell into the quicksand. Yeah, that shadow's quicksand. Oh, I almost completely neglected to tell you about one of my favorite features about this ROM hack, and it's that it has baked lighting. So to save time on vertex coloring, because I only had 1 month to make this, I baked lights, which is actually what TROLLLAB does. But the difference between this and TROLLLAB is that TROLLLAB has light maps, this has vertex colored lighting. And obviously, it's the N64, makes sense why it's the case. Hopefully this doesn't kick me off, okay. Another fun little troll. Go in this pipe, your vision gets split. Yeah, fortunately, I was able to copy this code from my Split Eye SM64. So I did get a little bit of mileage out of that mini project that I did. Yeah. It's time for the escape sequence now, I guess. But yeah, the atmosphere changes a little bit. Now it's raining in the desert, which means everything's slippery, which means you're more likely to get murdered. Get me out of here! And I'm dead. Now, a fun fact about this escape sequence, which is so obviously inspired by Pizza Tower, is that the timer used to be continuous upon deaths, which means when you die, you won't get your time back. And I had this until one of my beta testers told me to reset the timer, and that was for the better because, honestly, a lesson I learned from this, troll game format does not work with Pizza Tower escape sequences, just because people still don't know about the trolls going back. And, yeah, and people would just keep dying, and they didn't enjoy this section unless you'd get your time back. So, yeah, the timer's still there, just for motivator to keep you going, but it's definitely not, and I died. I got trolled. This song's a banger. But yeah, this one needs a push, a strong push, so I need to use the Pingus. Now this place is a juke out because the hover junker stalls out here, or the wasp, and you need to jump into the mouth of the troll face that previously killed you. And then you got all the trolls, and then the red coin you once faced comes back to haunt you. And it's just a retextured womp that doesn't actually work, so it's just there to scare you. I don't know why it doesn't work, but it's fine. I don't need to murder the player. Now, one thing that didn't get shown off on the stream is that when you run out of time, I'm just gonna let it kill me. Green demon, and it makes you restart the whole thing. Just like in Pizza Tower, so it's kind of like Pizza Face chasing you. But most people won't see that because the timer doesn't never runs out for them. Yeah. 8 minutes, 3 deaths. Very cool stuff. Yeah, and also, fun fact, the animation that happens when you win is an extended version of the Star Dance animation from beta. I think I had just some beta person give me the animation blend file so I could import it. And it's in Cursed Mirror for when you level up. But yeah. Final level. Peach's Castle. Was I gonna say anything else? I don't think so. Oh, before I do that, I should show off the Pingus jump scare. So, alright, what was I gonna tell you? I completely forgot. I had something on my mind. Oh, yeah. So, why is there Pingus and not the Heavy from TROLLLAB? Well, this hack was originally going to be a lot more inspired by, I know none of you watching is going to know about this, but it was a little Five Nights at Freddy's fan game called Five Nights at Pingus, and, I used to be friends with the guy, and I mean, I'm still friends, but he's just not active on the internet, but he made Five Nights at Pingus, and I was a big fan of the game, and I was going to put a lot more Five Nights at Pingus references, and even the third level was going to be, Gaben's mansion, because, Gabe Newell was a big character in, Five Nights at Pingus 4, actually, and, that's where Five Nights at Pingus 4 takes place, is in, Gabe Newell's, mansion. But, I scrapped that idea because it wasn't really coherent with the TROLLLAB idea, so I ended up just going full sync with,
One last task.
TROLLLAB.
It seems this last pillar is closer to home. Can't talk for long. It appears my communications are being interfered by something hostile. A hostile void entity. You're gonna have to face it.
By the way, I say good luck, but the hostile void entity is interfering with my communications. But, yeah. This is one of my favorite areas. It's not super trolly. This is the second area I made, though. Yeah, so this design is not 100% original because this was originally going to be Hub 3 in Beyond the Cursed Mirror. Before I, what did I do? Before the story got completely overhauled in, 2022. I think it was like August is when the story got overhauled. So very late into development. Yeah, I was gonna have these cool little lava grates with lava under it, and the only difference is that I was also going to make these walls gray. So it was gonna be a cool, creepy, sort of deep basement of Peach's Castle. And then you got your TROLLLAB style scrawling on the walls, evacuate to the void, the anomaly is here, so this is actually where you were manufactured canonically. But they're escaping because you're here looking for revenge. And there goes the emulator. This is kind of a visually heavy area. But yeah, I'm really proud of this. The baked lighting plus the fake reflection equals really cool, cool little thing. And man, this is really liking the emulator for some reason. Got a little troll here. Get crushed by the thwomp. Well, it's not a thwomp. It's more like a... It's a wall crushing you. But not in the way a womp wall crushes you. It's just the wall comes down. But yeah, I'm really proud of the visuals here. Got another little troll here. You can save state, save time. Got a bob-omb, kills you. Fun fact, if you're the Pingus, you can survive it. And then another funny part. get jump scared by the eel. I got a surprisingly amount of people actually got jumped from the jump scare. I didn't think it was that scary, but everyone's like, oh, screw you, Rover, you made me jump out of my socks. Got another troll. It's not super trolly, but it's like funny. The torch lights you on fire. The best way to get through there, just slow down time. Easy peasy. And yeah, upstairs to the final boss of TROLLLAB. Let's take this checkpoint. Oh, nah, I don't need a save state. But yeah, we got this cool looking arena. And yeah, you try to go through the door, but it's like, nuh-uh. So what you need to do is you're like looking at the shrug, it's kind of interesting, and then, oh, Ocarina of Time water temple moment. It's the boss, which is lagging for some reason. And it's like, oh, I'm a troll boss, get kicked, idiot. I didn't telegraph my attack. Ha ha ha. And then you're getting attacked by all the void clones. And yeah, that reflection that jump scared you, it's evil. And wow, the emulator's really chugging. And yeah. Fun fact, actually, thanks to Anonymous Moose for helping me out with this. But how I did the animations and made them all uncanny and wiggly is that this flag is frustrating. I'll have my camera facing this way. Anonymous Moose helped me by, she not only taught me about the baked lighting, but she also showed me the Wiggle Bones plugin. And I made the animations all wiggly, so if you pay attention to the animation, it's like, it has actual physics, but not like actual rigid body physics, but like, you know, it's just, bone wiggle physics baked into the animation. Oh! I'm gonna slow down time even more with Arthur Ford, so that I don't get ran over by these fast avatars. And I got ran over anyways, whatever. Funny fact, you can also punch Mario farther with the Pingus. Goes across the room, doesn't actually do any more damage though. This is one of the harder attacks. Especially if you fall into the fire. Oh, almost got murdered. I also have 1 health left. No! Looks like I'm gonna have to redo that. And it works always. Yeah, well, the emulator's getting trolled. Another fun fact, since it's based off of the Cosmic Phantasm behavior from Beyond the Cursed Mirror, you can actually attack these Marios, but they don't actually increase the phase at all. And I'm being an idiot right now. Here. Hold on. I have to do it at the very end. Never mind. Poor emulator. Now you can't actually dodge that. You can't, without a T, dodge that attack. Oh, you know what? There you go. So you can knock them down. That's what I was trying to show. But none of the other Void clones you can do that. And it doesn't help that much. It just makes them sink into the ground. this fight isn't too hard. The winner of the original Troll comp, the boss fight was overly difficult, and not in a way that you could predict. Like, once you knew all the trolls, it was still just a insanely, pointlessly hard boss fight. And I don't think that boss fight was very well designed, so I wanted to make sure that a casual player could get through this boss if they tried hard enough. And I like the concept of King Bob-omb Jevil, but like, the execution was not so great. Oof, I am taking L's on this fight. I might save state just so that I don't waste your time. Alright. Oh wait, I just wasted the... That was kind of idiotic of me. I'm gonna save state. I could have strategized my health gain a little bit better. Oh, oh, oh! Scary. And it's actually better to get hit by the the pinguses than the fire, because the fire does actually a lot of damage. And the last phase, just everyone combined at once. Oh! There we go. So you just survive the chaos. And yeah. Now, fun little fact, I wanted to do more with this boss fight, but that's all. I wanted a troll where one Pingus ground pounder would like go into the center of the arena and then cover everything in void goo, and then to counter that you'd have to go as the fast avatar, hook onto the wall, survive that attack. But I could have done it, but I was running low on motivation, so yeah. I also, in the fake Peppino boss fight in Pete's Tower, there are paintings on the wall. And during the second phase, they start laughing at you, and they're all uncanny and corrupted. But I didn't have time to do that, and also, I couldn't figure out how to do it. I tried to like run the original Mario 64 paintings through like some AI animator, but the thing is, all the AI services suck because they want to suck my money out of me, and the actual service they provide is pretty awful, and they're intended for photos and not Mario 64 paintings, so it didn't work out, unfortunately. And yeah, one cool final little troll. You'd like try to get the troll pillar, but nope. Instead, you have to run away from the mascot horror. Wow, this chugs. If you look behind, the monster's always chasing me. Let me go into the fast avatar and escape faster. Pretty scary. If you touch those glitches, you die. Run! And yeah, that was the escape sequence. Yeah, that was one of my favorite levels, but also it definitely could have used a lot more content. But I was running low on time and motivation, so there ain't no damn way I was gonna be able to, you know, like, fill it completely up. But I still got a good score on this competition. And now that, fun little detail, now that the void being is dead, can no longer jump scare you. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I haven't said that I wanted to say, but I don't believe so. Let's get to the ending of the hack then.
Welcome to Lava Gang. You made it. You defeated the hostile void entity, didn't you? Well, we need help here at Lava Gang. Lava Gang, roll in, break things, melt stuff, clean up, sign off. Rule number 1 of Lava Gang. Always talk about Lava Gang. It seems you have someone you want to get revenge on. The one who originally discarded you, is that right? And we'll help you with that. Hop into my remote-controlled void taxi, and we'll get you to our headquarters in no time.
And yeah, you're in the void now. And I'm gonna bring you home with the void control or remote-controlled void taxi. And yeah, this was made to mimic the ending of TROLLLAB, where you also, spoiler alert, you go into a taxi and yeah, and then you can start creating things because you're in Lava Gang. That's a very oversimplified version of the lore. But yeah, so let's go to this taxi. The door opens. Let's jump in, get to the end of the hack. Super Mario 64, created by Nintendo. TROLLLAB, created by Stress Level 0. And yeah, fun fact about these credits images, I actually took these in TROLLLAB. So Mario, the story is that Mario goes on the same journey as the peasant in the original TROLLLAB, so it's sort of like a time loop. The timelines merge, and that's how I make my hack canon to the TROLLLAB lore. And my webcam died, but that's okay. I want you to see the credits in their full glory anyways. But yeah, that's the Golden Eye Easter egg room, the Mario Kart area, Troll Hacks 2023, and yeah, these are still my current Patreon, so shout out to my Patreons who've been giving me a little bit of funding. And that is the end of TROLLLAB. Yeah. That was TROLLLAB. This was my competition ROM hack. It got pretty well rated. I'm not sure if it's gonna win though. We'll have to see when the competition results come out. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. This is the song that plays at the end of the TROLLLAB ending, so it's mimicking the ending, like I said. It's a very nice song. I really like it. And yeah, I don't believe there's anything else. I think I got everything. Baked lighting. Yep. The Five Nights at Pingus arc. Yep. Yeah, no, I think I talked about everything. Yeah. I'm really proud of this hack. It's a little difficult for casuals. I could have done better in that department. But overall, it was a good project, and I'm glad that I made it. And I also love TROLLLAB, and this is sort of my love letter to Stress Level 0 and the amazing VR franchise they've created. So yeah. Thank you for watching, thank you for playing, thank you for supporting me on Patreon. I'm super thankful just for everything I've been given so far and everything I've achieved. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching, and goodbye.